Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for clicking in on this video. My name is Majesty Ayomoon, and this is a reading for the divine counterparts and the divine purpose. So, the divine purpose is defined as if you're a divine being and you're partnered up with other divine beings, whether that be in a relationship or whether that be in a group, you are now on the divine purpose. Okay, whatever purpose that it is that you guys are working towards, that you guys are working on. It could be a divine family, it could be a divine business, it could be whatever, but it's building upon something. This is what this reading is going to be about. Okay, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to follow or subscribe to the channel so you can be a part of the Vibe Tribe and be updated for any more of these wonderful videos. Um, and what else? Oh, yeah, and don't forget to leave a comment below. Okay. This reading is going to be broken up into four parts. The first part is going to be overall spiritual messages, then intuitive effect on you, your intuitive, the effects intuitively on you, then mental effect, and then the last we're going to look into spiritual advice when it comes to what you should be doing. Um, this this part of the reading is going to be good for about 48 hours. So whenever you have from whenever whatever time that you're watching this is going to be good for the next 48 hours, okay? Um, and then once again, this is a timeless reading. So it's whenever you're able to be in counterpart with any other divine being for whatever reason, okay? So the first part we're going to look into is the spiritual messages. These are messages from God. These are messages from angels. These are messages from ancestors. And these are messages also from guides, okay? Well, first of all, there's a lot of messages because this is part one, right? So this is the beginning. There's a lot of messages and there's a lot of movement going on. That's something right there. So we're probably going to cover a lot. And at the base, it's the strength of your victory. We have the strength card in the Six of Wands. This is strength of victory. That's what the base is. The strength of success, the strength of achievement, the strength of riding in strong from a storm. And because of that, we're going to be focusing on a Five of Swords. There's injustices that happen. Divine counterparts, once you guys come together, you come together, and probably in the past, you guys have had the same sort of injustice that have happened to you. People have been ruthless to you. Situations have been ruthless to you. Businesses, jobs, relationships, friendships, family, even. And it's public. Another thing that I'm feeling is public. If you notice here, there's a lot of perspectives here. There's the leopard that's dead, there's the man, and there's the lion. There's a lot of perspectives. And if you see in the corner, I'm going to pull this card out one more time. Look in the corner there. This man is being taken away in handcuffs. Everybody can see it. That's why your victory is also going to be public. Spirit says you've conquered a lot in the past. Nine of Wands. You've conquered a lot in the past. You've won a lot of battles that were hard to win. You've got battle scars on you. As far as the divine counterparts together, you guys have battle scars. You got a lot of lessons. You got a lot of successes, a lot of achievements. There's been some wins that it's like, I don't know if I am going to win. I didn't know if I would win that, but you did. And that's at the Nine of Wands, right? Now we have the Five of Chalices here. Spirit is saying defeat the monster here. march in and defeat the monster. This is defeating loss. Really. Whatever you lost, the feeling of loss, the feeling of failure, defeating that. Defeating the feeling that you've gotten the short end of the stick. And this is the first 24 hours. Now, the next 24 hours, we have the Ace of Wands and the King of Pentacles. This is a new beginning at the head of something. You guys are counterparts. You're the head of something, a business, a family, an organization, a household, even. It could just be a household. But that's the desire. That's where spirit wants you at. The head of something, taking charge of something. And after 48 hours, that's the energy that you're going to be in, that you guys are going to be in. The Chariot, you're going to be moving very fast towards your goal. Now we're going to be looking into the emotional piece, okay? So the emotional and the intuitive effect. Big thing here, the basis for you guys. We have the Queen of Cups upside down and the Queen of Swords right side up. Blocking emotional manipulation is blocked out. Queen of Cups upside down is an emotional manipulator. This is somebody who gives for a purpose. They may say, you're doing a good job while you're working on their stuff. And they emotionally manipulate. They warp your emotions into feeling maybe sad about something that you don't really have to feel sad about. Maybe happy about something that you don't need to feel happy about. Maybe feeling anger towards somebody because it serves their purpose, not yours. And it's the energy of the Queen of Swords here, blocking that energy out, gatekeeping that energy, making sure that energy doesn't absorb into you, into your life, doesn't affect how you act. You have a whole guard around that. That's what your higher self, that's the basis of what your higher self is trying to say. And the center energy is it's because of your emotional happiness, the 10 of Cups. It's not good for you emotionally. It's not good for you emotionally, most likely mentally. It's not good for your happiness. It's not good for the people around you. This came to an end. So for all of you guys, as far as the divine counterpart and going on a purpose, you guys have ended situations with people that don't fulfill that 10 of Cups energy. You've ended it to start something new with people that are emotionally manipulative. You've come to the end of the cycle on that. Now, what are your possibilities going to be? The moon upside down. What are your possibilities going to be? Things are not revealed. It's almost like you don't really see quite yet the potential. You don't really see quite yet where you're headed. You don't see the reward. It's hidden. The other thing is because you have moved on from this energy, what I'm also feeling is this energy may be planning on, I don't know, doing a comeback, or there's a lot of things that just are hidden and you don't see. They are going to be revealed, but there's intuitively, there's a bit of, what do I do now? After I got away from that, now what? But in 24 hours, you're going to be in the Page of Swords energy, finding things out, researching. seeing things, researching your possibilities, figuring stuff out, Page of Swords. Maybe something new. It's something new that you haven't done before. Something that you haven't done before. And then intuitively, you're going to be thinking about a Five of Swords and a Page of Wands. So intuitively, you guys are going to know that moving on to another pathway is going, while you guys are moving on to your path, it's pushing the enemy's path also. When I say the enemy, I mean the karmics that you guys have dealt with. As you move on to your path, on what you're supposed to do, on where you're supposed to go, it's going to create a situation where, I mean, that's like your piece. And in order for things to be balanced, as you move forward a step, the karmics have to move forward a step into their path and what's meant for them. So think about, like, if you have a karmic and if you have somebody with bad negative intentions, and you have somebody with positive intentions, and they meet at the same level, right? And then the negative intentions person goes, and you're, and then you come back here and you kind of pause because you're like, did you really just do that? Yeah, I did do that. And they're like, yeah, I did. And then you kind of heal from that, right? And then you move on. Well, when you're moving on, see, you guys are tied because there's karma between you. So as you're moving on, you move up to the next step, you're pulling them up to that next step as well, into whatever karma that they are going through, they're going to be going through. You go up another step, boom. You go up another step, boom. And that's all on your path. It's just the balance of everything. So this is intuitive messages that you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting intuitive messages, as both of you or all of you in this divine counterpart or this divine partnership. You're going to be getting intuitive messages about other people's karma, and it's because you are moving on from the pain. They're not going to be moving on. Eight of Wands upside down and the Devil. They're stuck. Nothing's coming from them. No help is coming for them. The karmic energy is stuck in its own mess that it created. That they, or whatever, they created it. And so they have to be stuck in it. And they have to deal with the karma that comes with that. There's going to be a lot of illusions, though. A lot of illusions. And it's about illusions. It's about the illusions of emotional manipulation. And it's also about the choices that they made. The choices that everybody has made. Not just their choice, but your choice as well. You tried to be fair with this person in the past. You made a decision as a King of Pentacles, like, I got to move on. I have other things. You guys have other things to focus on. You have things that you have to manage that rely on you. And while you're in that energy, and maybe this is the stuff that's not being revealed, is the Emperor upside down's truth. Somebody who abuses their power and their truth is hidden from you right now. But it will be revealed, which tells me, and it's the truth about their home and their commitments and their happiness. All of that is hidden from you. And as you're moving on and you're researching, So when you're in that Page of Swords energy and you guys are researching on what you can do, researching on new things to try and new paths to take and new opportunities, they're going to be in the opposite, the Eight of Swords upside down. They're going to be stuck in their head about the choices that they made. And then we have a celebration. You guys are going to be celebrating in 48 hours. Intuitively, your higher selves are, and they're not going to invite this person. This person is not invited. This person is not invited. This person, these people, these businesses, these organizations, they're not going to be invited in your joy. They're not going to be invited into your success. Because you manifested them out. The divine feminine has manifested them out. So the divine feminines and the divine counterpart has manifested them out. Because of the betrayal. Three of Swords upside down. Betrayal and the heartache and the non-consideration. Divine feminine is going to be like, hey, you do you over there, but don't bring it over here, right? Nothing started. I mean, the situation ended intuitively. The divine counterparts, they have decided to move on. And because they decided to move on, Ace of Wands on the karmic energy, the opposite energies have lost opportunities. So even if it's a business and they wanted a grant, they didn't get the grant. If it's uh they lost opportunities. They lost the opportunity to be part of a divine counterpart mission. So here's a little bit more on their truth here, because we have four. It's all about foundation. Four of Swords upside down, Four of Pentacles upside down. Their mind is circling around their foundations, what their foundations are. They may even be thinking, how am I going to get my foundations up? And I think that you guys are thinking about that too. But the opposite side, they're really, really thinking about, and this is based on really how they treated the manifestation. There was a manifestation that this person or entity or whatever was supposed to be part of a divine purpose. And they came in like a snake and they created disruption and they were very ruthless and they cut things down. People are probably, it probably caused a lot of mental anguish, a lot of emotional trauma. This is deep. This isn't somebody coming in and saying, I don't want to be a part of this. This is somebody who is actively tearing the group down, like actively on purpose. And it could be each of the divine people in this counterpart, in this partnership, right? Each of them had to deal with something similar about a person or a job or organization that actively on purpose tried to tear down the divine people. So now they're thinking about this Four of Pentacles. That's the truth. That's what's not revealed to the divine purpose, the divine counterparts, is that they are actively thinking about the foundation that they have. They're thinking about what they lost in the foundation. And they may even be thinking about trying to hold on to the divine purpose, the divine mission. Unfortunately for them, Six of Wands upside down, they're not going to be successful. They're not going to have success. In fact, the opposite. And then the next 48 hours, they're going to come into extreme burdens. 10 of Wands upside down. They're going to be having emotional burdens, mental burdens, financial burdens. They're going to have a very hard time sustaining the foundation that they have, because the foundation was built upon tearing down the divine. So when the divine decides not to be torn down, the divine people and the divine counterparts, when they decide, okay, bye, and they move on and they're not going to be torn down, the foundation is ripped. So things are crumbling down. So now we're going to look into the third part of the reading, and this is the mental effect. Okay, we have that's a lot of cards. But they're upside down, so we'll look at that last after we lay these cards out. So this is based off of things that are hidden, things that are lies, people that are not truthful. And moving on from that, moving on from lies, moving on from people that are not forthcoming, situations that are not forthcoming, sneakiness, all that kind of stuff, hiding intentions. Hiding away from that. And the reason is because the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords, and they're both upside down. This is betrayal. This is like a party or some type. This is more than one person, but somebody enjoyed betraying you as a divine counterpart. They enjoyed hurting you. They enjoyed stabbing you. They enjoyed it. They may have gotten other people around. And once again, this could be a person, this could be a business, organization, a neighbor, a HOA association, but they enjoyed it. That's the center energy. And this is with the mind. The mind is saying, I'm moving on from this situation because you enjoy hurting people. You're not the only one. They enjoy causing pain. King of Swords upside down. These are people that give harsh judgments. They're judgers. Remember that Three of Cups upside down? That's a group of people. That's a party. They talk bad about you, and not even the truth. They talk bad about the partnership. And they're in the King of Swords energy, and it's very interesting because in upside down, this isn't somebody that's necessary. They don't have genuine partnerships. They don't genuinely have people that like them. That's why they did that, because the divine partnership is divine people that genuinely enjoy each other's company and genuinely enjoy talking to each other and genuinely build each other up and help each other out. This person did not like this person, this judge, this business. They don't have that. So they intended to tear it down for the divine partnership by lying, giving harsh judgment to anybody that will listen. Then, even if it's to people that you don't know, that don't know you. They may just bring you up and bring your partnership up randomly to talk bad about it to people that don't even know you and they may or may not care. And what I'm really feeling is they don't understand that they're making themselves feel bad. And you know about this. You mentally know about this. You mentally know about this person that is just not right in the mind and just lies and gives harsh judgment, false harsh judgment, not even real harsh judgment. It's false. And they know it's false. And then, so that was in the past. And now you're thinking, currently, you guys are thinking about a Queen of Pentacles upside down, personality types. Now it's like people that give for a certain reason. And these two people may know each other because you are a divine counterpart, you are a divine partnership. So there's the opposite partnership too. This could be another person in that partnership, in the karmic partnership that your mind is kind of going over. Like, dang, this person is just pretending to be motherly or nurturing. This person is pretending to be a giver. They're not a giver. And if they do give, you better be careful because they want something for it. This person is pretending to be stable financially and they're not. But they are pretending to be. They're actively pretending to be. Then you're going to be going over, your mind is going to be going over the past. How things made you felt and the effects that it had on you, because we have the 6 of Cups here and we have the Hermit upside down. So how in the past these people and situations, this is in the next 24 hours, how these people and these situations made you go within yourself so much. How they made you feel like you were alone. How you went through some dark pieces of yourself. How it pushed you. It did make you stronger, but not easily. You had to conquer mistrust. You had to learn how to trust people. You had to learn how to trust yourself for even allowing this energy in your space. And ultimately, 7 of Wands upside down, you're going to be your mind is going to be very defensive and it's not going to want to fight anymore. That's why the basis of it is you're moving away from this energy. You're moving away from energies like it too. So even if you were to see that energy again, you're like, no, I've seen this before. I don't want nothing to do with it. Because you've actually gained wisdom. Once you kind of come to the point where when you hear these people's names or this person's name, or you remember about the situation and you don't feel any sort of negative emotions about it, whether that's depression, anxiety, or if you don't feel anger about it, that's when it's solidified. That's when the wisdom solidifies. And you are already in a situation where you're like, uh, I don't want to deal with these personality types. I don't want to deal with somebody who gives for a purpose, for selfish purposes. And I don't want to deal with a person or a personality type that has harsh judgment and that lies. I don't want to deal with liars. I don't want to deal with manipulators in this way. Okay. And that's emotional. Intuitively, your higher self is going through the Queen of Cups upside down personality type, which is the emotional manipulator, which is somebody who pretends that they love you to get stuff out of you. So that's one. You guys have already gone through the person that'll spread lies about you and spread harsh judgment that's not true. And you're currently kind of going through already the Queen of Pentacles upside down. And that's the person that doesn't ever give anything without something in return. It doesn't matter if it's 50 cents. So now we're going to look at the message that was hidden. So we have the High Priest upside down. This is misguidance. This is an institution that does not have good guidance. Institution, organization, business, religion, even things from the past, bad habits that you may have grown up with. And maybe that's why you gravitated towards these people, because there's a tie with what you grew up with, right? Ace of Swords upside down. Not telling the truth, not being in truth. Lies. So some of the habits that you grew up with, you're realizing now that those habits weren't good. They didn't get you anywhere. Page of Pentacles upside down. They didn't get you anywhere. They didn't get you success. They didn't get the things that you wanted in life. Queen of Cups, right side up this time. You're a loving person. You guys are loving people. That's that's the energy that you're in. There's a reason why loving people are attacked, because that is where the power lies. If somebody has the power to open up a relationship with somebody and make a genuine connection, do you think that they would spend their time trying to break connections? No, they'd be too busy enjoying the connections that they have. Miserable people do not get attention because nobody wants to be around them. So that's why they do stuff, because they want attention. Otherwise, nobody would pay attention. And I'm sorry for that, you know what I mean? But that is really the truth. And we have the Emperor upside down. Don't abuse your power. That's the abuse of power here. Divine counterparts, people have tried to be you. People have tried to pretend like they were you, but they are not. They don't have even the capacity to love themselves. How are you going to pretend to be a divine person that loves themselves and loves other people? But you don't have the capacity to love yourself. You don't have the capacity to even like yourself, to like your hair, to like your skin tone, to like your eyes, to like your face shape, to like your voice, to like the way who you are, like your physical appearance. You don't have you don't have the capacity to think that. And how did you got to work on that first. So all they can do is pretend, but the pretending can only really last so long. And even then, it's not genuine. And that's why these people, they don't have connections, because they're not even living in their truth. They're living like they're a whole divine being with full of love and everybody here and everybody that. Whole time they hate themselves. Let me tell you something, a divine being is felt. in the first split of a second, without saying anything, without looking your way, without getting out of the car, without even being in the parking lot. A divine being is felt. So if you have to try, somebody has to try, somebody has to pretend, it's not you. You got to do the genuine work to get there. Not saying everybody is a divine being. You have to do the genuine work to be on that level of a divine being. You have to work on yourself. You have to work on loving yourself. You have to put the effort into that consistently and to make it a habit. You have to actively look at your past, how you grew up. You have to not allow your ego to turn into pride. You have to behave in love and behave and take wisdom. It's not easy. So no, you can't pretend to be that way. And the opposite is going to happen because you would rather pretend, but you don't want to do the work, walk the path. So now we're going to go into the last part of the reading. And this part of the reading is going to be advice on what you should do as a divine partnership, okay? So this is based on a tower is coming down. Towers coming down, towers coming down. Negative structure, the structure that was built on your pain is coming down because you're breaking out of it. You know this, Goddess of Swords. You know this. It makes logical sense. You're strong. You're moving forward. You're thinking, well, things will balance out. In the past, you had strength in a partnership. And then we have the Daughter of Swords upside down. You had the strength in this in other partnerships. You had the strength in working with other people. You had that strength. And I'm looking at for divine counterparts, you weren't in partnerships with divine counterparts, which only meant that the people that were around you, all they did was study you. And somewhat, some of you were stalked. Some of you were social media stalked. Some of you guys were studied like you were an alien and this was an experiment so that you can be imitated. While you were trying to do the work and get other people to do the work, because really, as a divine person, you need to do the work to find your own identity. Your identity is not my identity. You need to do the work to find your identity. So right now, the advice is not to work on this stuff. Don't work on things that are not profitable for you. Profitable in abundance of health, mentally and emotionally, financially too. On the things that you want. Don't even spend any more time on things that waste it. You don't need to talk. You don't need to explain. Move on. Seven of Wands upside down, and be highly defensive, but do not fight. Do not fight unless you have to. Everything is going to fall into place. You want to know why? Because a tower is already coming down. The tower is already doing it. And ultimately, we have the Son of Cup and the High Priestess. And don't offer any advice. Don't offer any of your inner wisdom. These people might come up to you and be like, I need some help. I need to know what to do. They need to know what to do to be more like you instead of themselves. Don't say nothing. Their tower's coming down, and their tower's coming down for a reason. Spirit got it. Right now, just focus on you moving forward. Focus on you, your guys' purpose. But yes, in the next 48 hours, the biggest thing is there's going to be a coming to completion in your mind and in your heart with the injustices of the past, so that you can move on and knowing for sure, like, okay, I understand now what Spirit was trying to teach me. Spirit was trying to teach me, like, don't let these people come into your life and take advantage of you. And if they betrayed you one time, they'll do it again, and they'll do it again, they'll do it again, they'll do it again. That's in their nature. Then their nature is that they are a snake. The nature is that they will betray. The nature is that they enjoy hurting people. They enjoy hurting others. It makes them temporary happiness until they have to look in the mirror and look at themselves and realize, dang, my life is still miserable. Let me go and make myself busy trying to make other people miserable because I'm actually miserable in myself. Don't spend any energy on that. That's where Spirit is trying to get you at, even before this tower comes down. Because once this tower comes down, Spirit does not want you running over. Spirit does not want you running over to try and pick up the pieces. It's down for a reason. Okay? All right, so this is part 1 of Divine Counterparts. Once again, this is a timeless reading. This is whenever you come into partnership of any kind with another divine counterpart, okay? You can, like I said, this is a series. This is episode 1. And please don't forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, be a part of the Vibe Tribe, and also leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your guys' stories. I'd love to hear how you guys came, even your divine counterparts, how you guys came together, what other little advice that you have, especially for others that are divine beings that are not yet in divine counterparts. We'd love to hear everything that you have to say, okay? All right. Thank you guys so much. Majesty Ayomoon is out.